And after all the rain earlier in the week, it's a sunny day then in Genoa, a tingling atmosphere. But there, Ruud Gullit, who's done so much already to impress his new followers of Sampdoria. Always high-pressure matches on big occasions in the Luigi Ferrari Stadium. And Sprilia, the man who's exciting everyone in Serie A this season. And that astonishing hat-trick last week against Torino from him. Parma arriving here with their reputation greatly enhanced by their domestic and European successes. And who knows, one of these clubs could go top of the table either before or after Milan's away match tonight to Cremonese. Juventus in 4th place. They travel today to Turin to play Juventus. Sampdoria in the all-blue strip then to kick off, attacking the goal to our left. And alongside me then the former Milan striker, Joe Jordan, now assistant manager with Glasgow Celtic. Joe, how do you think this one is going to shape up today?
Good afternoon, Pierre. Yes, it's shaping up with the introduction, first of all, of Meli, which is a positive, the first positive sign of the afternoon by the manager Scala. He had the opportunity of playing him in a more defensive role, but his lineup is including Asprilla and, as I've just said, Meli, so it'll be interesting.
Lombardo making the first break, and Gullit! And almost a goal then for Sampdoria in the opening seconds. Ruud Gullit revealing there his predatory qualities. Shake of the head. He knows he should have scored, really. Great effort from Ruud Gullit.
Well, just Gullit is showing that he hasn't lost any of his ability or his movement. I think he's been given by Sampdoria. He's given a little bit more freedom than he did at Milan. At Milan, he was, in the last couple of years, been restrained to the right wing. In the early matches of the season we've seen so far, Gullit's been given a freer role and is blossoming in it.
Here's Gullit now. He was certainly given some freedom then by the Parma defenders, and for a man of his quality, he'll be disappointed he didn't tuck it away. Foul then on Lombardo. Equalised by the referee Alfredo Trantalange from Turin. He's actually a doctor. I think he might be needed here. Very rash challenge then.
Yes, he definitely caught the fella there. It was Lombardo showed him a clear pair of heels, but he's just nicked him as he got the ball away from him.
Di Chiara, the offender. Scala, the coach of Parma, who's done such a marvellous job in their 3 years since they've come up from Serie B. Then leaving out Zorato today, the Italian international, he's among the substitutes. So no question, Joe, they've come here to attack Parma.
Yes, they have. Parma, in the years that they've been coming to Serie A, they've improved, they've won honours. They went last year and won the European Cup Winners' Cup, and they've invested their money. They've been able to hold on to their better players. And not only that, but they've actually brought in players like Zola, and they mean business this season. And they've come here today against one of their main rivals, and they've shown by their formation that they intend to try and come and win the game.
It's Mancini with the free kick then for Sampdoria, and towards Lombardo! Sampdoria take the lead. Lombardo with his first of the season, and it was a brilliant header.
Well, that's the last thing that Parma wanted there. It's a beautiful flight across here by Mancini, maybe made for the head of Gullit, but there he is, the bald eagle himself. That's a fantastic header. Lombardo will be delighted with that.
Oh, the sprint he got there, the height. Well, you'd have been proud of that one, Joe.
I would have been, yes. I think where he's actually directed, he's given the goalkeeper no chance. He's above everyone there, and his direction is first class. Right down there, headed it down towards the line. That's the last thing that Parma wanted.
A real bullet of a header then from Lombardo, who was restored to the Italian national team in the week. He only played in the first half, but that must have given his confidence a lift, being back in favour with Arrigo Sacchi. Even if it all went rather sour with him not coming up for the second half. But he started this game in the best possible fashion. Sampdoria 1, Parma 0. And this is Gullit. Closed down by Di Chiara. Lombardo. And Benotti able to guide it back to his goalkeeper Bucci. Menotti, one of the three central defenders at the back men for Parma. No real sweeper in the side, but they do push the two fullbacks forward on the flanks. Benarivo on the right and Di Chiara on the left. Mistake by Mancini. This is Benarivo, who was called up for the first time by the Italians in the week, ironically ahead of Nannini, the right back of Sampdoria. Here's Brolin, the Swedish international. Now Benarivo. Luis Suarez Kripa. Really is a fantastic atmosphere in the stadium. And what a cracking start by Sampdoria. Grun. This is Grun again, the Belgian international. Solid challenge by Bierkevod. And the referee decides an unfair one.
I think Bierkevod was unfortunate there. I thought he got a clear touch of the ball.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was a good tackle.
Such an experienced defender, Bierkevod. And he timed that one, well, from our view anyway, to perfection. But now there's a problem for Paliuca, facing this free kick then for Parma. Zola. The shot was from Menotti, and then headed wide by Kripa. I wonder just how close that was then.
It was interesting fact there that the goalkeeper only wanted 3 men in the wall. I think from that distance, I think he would have wanted at least one other.
Well, Zola was shaping up to take it. It was Menotti, in fact, and then Kripa with the header. Bullet. 11 is Serena. Drafted in down this left flank with Ivani out through injury. Ivani, who also missed the Italian match in midweek. Gian Dall'Igna, his first full appearance in the Sampdoria side. Now David Platt. 3 goals so far from him this season. That's already equaled his tally for the last campaign with Juve. Although, of course, he only made 16 starts. Di Chiara. Now Lombardo. Just too long though for Mancini.
I think today, Peter, one of the most interesting factors about Parma's game is who you see on the ball at the moment is Benarivo, and on the other side is Di Chiara, 2 fullbacks who exploit.
Maybe getting exposed too. This is Hullet now, breaking for Sampdoria. Mancini's in the middle. Asprilla back defending. And well, they've survived, but only just, as Hullet threatened there. And very annoyed he didn't make more of that opportunity.
Yes, I was saying there, the 2 fullbacks, the boy Ben Chiara was expressing himself there. They're 2 players that want to push forward to make the fullback positions an attacking role.
Foul by Jugovic, who claimed he went for the ball. The referee saw it differently. Good feel to the game though, Joe, a real good pace to it so far.
Oh, it's been a tremendous start to the game, and I think it's been demonstrated by Gullit. We've seen him up the middle, we've seen him on the right-hand side, we've seen him on the left-hand side. Every time he gets a ball, he's shown his power and pace. And he's the man in the first few minutes. It's going to be the danger.
Pass from Apolloni. This is Kripa, the former Napoli player who came, of course, with Zola. The man on the ball now. It's likely to be a real examination of Sampdoria's defensive qualities today. There's so many attacking options open to Parma. Dall'Igna with the pass, laid off then by Serena to Jugovic. Delicate flick by Mancini. Brolin. Asprilla. All right though by Nannini. And here's Hullet again, patrolling this left flank. Almost got away from Menotti, and then Apolloni having to come across to cover. So much strength through Hullet, and he just glides past defenders. Maybe 31 now, but he's still at the peak of his powers. Mancini then with the corner for Sampdoria. 10 minutes gone, they lead by a goal to nil. Lombardo with the early strike. Serena. Up by Di Chiara. Now Hullet, who's changed flanks. Vukovic failed to win it back, but it falls here for Hullet. Manini. Hullet again. This time he's a bit careless. Asprilla. Excellent ball through too, and the goalkeeper stranded. And Melli very nearly equalised then for Parma. Pagliuca a long way out of his goal. And Sampdoria there, Joe, were at full stretch.
Well, it was a great ball there through from Asprilla, and first of all, Melli's done exceptionally well, but he'll be disappointed with the header. He had an opportunity there to finish it and bring it back to 1-1.
Well, he's a world-class player, Melli, but the one question mark against his game is his finishing. Fairness to him there. Sacchetti had done well to get back. Now Manini. Mancini, no flags up for offside. David Platt made a good forward run as well. Brolin. And so far the game living up to all the expectations. Here's Asprilla, who has lightning pace. And Bjerkebot, the hard man of the Sampdoria side, have gone with him.
I think what we have there, Peter, in Bjerkebot and Asprilla, that's going to be a great contest today. The Bjerkebot has not lost any pace, and Asprilla is one of the quickest men in Italian football, as he's demonstrated in the last week or so with the goals that he scored.
Stick by Sacchetti, which didn't prove too costly, thanks to the alertness of goalkeeper Pagliuca. Sacchetti. David Platt. Now then for Lombardo. Hullet. Lombardo again. Down he goes. Free kick to Sampdoria. It's not the first one he's claiming. He was sent tumbling in the first minute. Now he's in the wars again. Certainly late then from Cripper.
Yeah, it was late, but the last time we've seen him down like that, he managed to get up and nod in a goal. We'll see what happens this time. He seems to be struggling.
Well, if he's acting very well. Certain being shown by David Platt. Lombardo, who was actually replaced by Mancini for the second half in the international against Estonia in the week, with Sacchi opting for a different system in the second half. Mancini, in fact, playing up front in tandem with Baggio. We shall, of course, be keeping you in touch with all the other matches in Serie A this afternoon. No goals elsewhere at the moment. Only one scored by this man, Lombardo. Sampdoria against Parma. Well, he lives after all. Grun. Now in his fourth season with Parma, George Grun. And what an excellent signing he has proved to be for them. Pippa. Up by Dalinho. Brolin almost getting a shot in, but put off by the Sampdoria marker. David Platt. Now Hullet. Early ball looking for Mancini. West needs skill by Mancini, but the final product not good enough. Di Chiara for Parma. Now Minotti. Apolloni. This is Brolin. Parma's one problem in their seasons in Serie A has been their away form. They haven't been consistent really on their travels. Hoping to put that right in this season. And at the moment, the coach's way to do it is to be adventurous, to attack teams on the road. Of course, when you have a fellow around with this man's capabilities, well then, it does make life easier. Good jump by Hullet. Now Benarivo. Grun. Here's Menotti to Kripa. Menotti taking the chance to go forward. Zola, who of course took over the number 10 shirt from Diego Maradona at Napoli. Never quite aspired to his astonishing heights, but nonetheless, very, very good player, Zola. Asprilla. Forward by Bjerkevod.
I think now, Peter, that the game's calmed down a bit and Sampdoria have got the lead. It looks as if Sampdoria are just going to concede the opposition to let the ball for them to have the ball in their own half and then win possession and try and catch them on the break with some good, clean and quick passing.
In towards Asprilla, away by Sacchetti. Mancini, the tackle though by Brolin. Jugovic. Brolin again. Just hearing that Inter have taken the lead against Piacenza, and it's Dennis Bergkamp with a penalty. This is Benarivo. Manini and Lombardo going for the same ball. Asprilla. It goes Kripa. Sacchetti can't get it away. It's Grun. At Delinia. Eventually able to clear that for Sampdoria. Only as far as Menotti. Good spell this for Parma. Di Chiara. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of him raiding down the left flank. Delinia, who got himself into difficulties there. He was so aware of the presence of Asprilla. Delinia, 21 years old. Has featured as a substitute this season. This is first start. Maluka, the #1 goalkeeper in Italian football. It's Zola then with a corner for Parma. And the shot going wide. Parma will always be a danger on the set pieces with Zola's ability with the kicks. Apolloni couldn't keep it down. And after conceding that early goal, Parma seem to have settled now, Joe.
Yes, I think they're settled, and I think Sampdoria, as I said earlier, I think Sampdoria are allowing them to have the ball in their own half. But as I also said earlier, I think it's important that the two fullbacks, we have here Benarivo and Di Chiara, they're an important aspect of Parma's game, and they've got to get forward in an attacking part of the game.
Melli trying to shake off Manini. Di Chiara to help him out. Asprilla, who's pretty useful in the air as well as on the deck. Down goes Bjerkevod, I think caught in by Asprilla. And the referee totally disinterested. Now he's having a look to see if Bjerkevod's okay, and I would think he isn't. Asprilla didn't seem to catch him there, Joe.
Yes, but you know, you've got to understand Asprilla's position there. You know, he's trying to get the ball down in to make and create a scoring chance. I think he did make contact, but I don't think it was done on purpose.
But then you being a striker, you would say that?
Oh, I would certainly stand up for Asprilla in that case there, yes.
Well, there aren't too many more durable defenders around than this fellow Bjerkevod. 34 years old now, he's a model professional. Been on around on the scene for Sampdoria for so many years. Still very much part of the national setup as well. although he didn't feature in the match in Estonia in the week. Coming up towards the halfway point in the first half. Sampdoria leading by a goal to nil. The early goal from Lombardo. This is Pippa. Now then for Melli. Released by Manini again. And Sacchetti. Jugovic. The second season Jugovic with Sampdoria, and the first was a very successful one for him. Former Yugoslav international. Certainly the pick of the bunch from the former Red Star Belgrade players who came over to Italy. Savicevic, Mihailovic, both struggling really. Gripper, played off by Melli, and that'll be a free kick to Palmer. In a dangerous situation. Certainly beginning to impose themselves on the game now, Palmer. And Gripper very much involved in their attacking ploys. Gripper has placed himself in the wall along with those Sampdoria defenders. Referee still wanting the wall further back. All rather tame. Serena to Jugovic. Lost out though to Zola. That's neat footwork by him. Lombardo with a header. Driven through and straight into the grateful arms of Paliuca.
I think what we've seen now, Peter, is that the Sampdoria taking the lead. I think they've allowed Parma to have possession and see what they can do. Drawing them in and maybe try and catch them on the break and increase their lead.
Jugovic. Is Manini. Now Sacchetti. Keeping up Piccioni in the Sampdoria side. Samp, of course, having lost not only does Walker, but also Marco Lana, who's got to Roma. Gripper's shot there, dealt with comfortably enough, though, by Paliuca. Zola. Apolloni. Zola. Flat. Nothing on there for Mancini. Apolloni. Certainly Palmer have been handed the initiative now by Sampdoria. Flat's done well, but then ran straight into Gripper. Zola. The two old Napoli players combining. Here's Benarivo now. Asprilla to Brolin. Now Gripper. Manini with the header out. Serena's got caught by Asprilla. My word, he was living dangerously there. Serena. He's so quick off the mark, Asprilla.
Serena took a terrible risk there. There's someone with the ability and the goal scoring form. He's going through the now in Asprilla.
Roland's pass is Asprilla now. Shadowed by Bjerkevod, who felt he won that particular duel, and the linesman did not agree. That's promised to be a terrific tangle between the two. Bjerkevod, the old head, and Asprilla, whose pace is so frightening. And there's his header. Oh, what a save by Paliuca. Fantastic stop. It's a brilliant header by Asprilla. I was saying early on how good he is in the air. And what a reaction save then by Paliuca.
Well, I think he proved his position as an international goalkeeper and current international goalkeeper. That was a perfect header, and he was brave as well. Great reflexes.
Well, Parma unlucky not to draw level. Denied by the defiant set of Pagliuca. Zola. Foul on Melli. But how well Parma have acquitted themselves after that early setback. If they were bothered by it, they certainly aren't showing it. That's Vierkovot's tackle. Over the bar from Grun. News that Juventus are a goal down, away to Lecce. Baldieri giving Lecce the lead there, so maybe a shock on the cards. Juve trailing at the moment.
I think it has been said, Peter, in the past that Parma have never really challenged for the Serie A championship due to the fact that their away form has not been so good. But if you look at the performance so far, it's certainly not for the want of coming and trying to win a game away from home. They've been positive right from the start. They've got everyone forward when they have possession, and their attitude is to try and come and win the game.
Bullet. Haven't actually seen so much of Bullet in the last few minutes. Maybe we will now. Well claimed then by Bucci. Might have scored right at the opening, Ruud Gullit. Very much involved then. But since that early flourish from Sampdoria, well, it's been Parma mainly dictating the tune. Pagliuca reminding us why he's the Italian #1. Out by Apolloni. Here's Di Chiara. Somewhat mysteriously left out of the Italian squad, Di Chiara, in the week. Saki saying he felt he had an injury, but that really wasn't the case. Fortunato played at left back in the absence of the injured Maldini of Milan. Zola, such a talented player, full of tricks. And Parma hoping that he'll be the ingredient they've been looking for, really, to give them that extra spark this season. And maybe make a very useful side into a Scudetto side. Jugovic done well. Pull it now. And Sampdoria look to raise their game. Lombardo, all rather tight in there. And Platt couldn't outmaneuver Grun. Benarivo. Here's Grun to Brolin. Now Zola. Support from Brolin. Brolin, who was voted the player of the tournament back in the European Championships of '92 in the Swedish national team. Vierkovot dispossessed by Melli. And the free kick given to Parma. Having their work cut out of the back, Joe, are these Sampdoria defenders. Just stay with this attack for a moment. Benarivo. Asprilla. And out by Serena.
I think what we've seen there in that incident you were talking about there, where Vervet get caught in possession, is an aspect of the game which maybe people here don't appreciate, which also goes on in Italian football, is the work that the forwards, and in that case it was Melli, the work he's prepared to go in and try and retrieve the situation and win possession.
The Sampdoria have possession now with Gullit. Away from Apolloni, at least he would have been, without that rather unsavoury intervention by the Parma defender.
Well, since the goal's been scored, the Gullit has drifted in and out of the game, but when he comes into the game, there's always something threatening, there's always something going to happen, you know, either it's a pass or when he gets on one of his runs and shows his power and pace as he did there. So much so that Apolloni decided that it would be better to bring him out of the game and allow him to get down there and pick out someone's cross.
Yellow card for Apolloni, first of the game. Mancini. Making a second chance, no. Away comes Palmer. Apolloni under threat from Roodhullet. Showing he's quite happy to work hard on his team's behalf. They're asking him this week if he feels he's the leader of the team. He says, well, if I can bring the experience I had and the success I had from Milan to Sampdoria, that's my aim for the season. Certainly has done so far. Excellent start to the campaign by Sampdoria. And also by Palmer. This is Asprilla. And a goal! Oh, an excellent strike by Asprilla, who celebrates in his usual fashion. And Palmer, and you have to say deservedly, are back, Joe, on level terms.
Oh, it's a fantastic goal here. It's a great ball put in. I think it's Melli who actually brings it down, controlling his chest, and leaves the rest to Asprilla. It's just in the inside of the post, and that really sums up the form that Asprilla is going through at the moment. He just can't miss the goals he's putting in, both in Europe and here in the Serie A. They're just flowing in.
I think took a deflection there off Sacchetti, which maybe Paliuca, well, it maybe gave him a problem at least. He was sprawling across the goal, Paliuca, didn't quite get there. It's 1-1. That's brilliant. That's 6 goals for him now in 3 games. And he is some force to be reckoned with, the Colombian. The first from his country to play in Italian football, and what an impact he is making.
It'll be interesting now, Pierre, to see what the reaction is from Sampdoria. When they scored the goal, they were prepared to just sit back and allow Palmer to have the ball. Now we have it back in equal terms, and now we'll see how Sampdoria, I mean, at the moment so far, Palmer have looked as if they've been the home team. Now we'll see if the onus is back on Sampdoria to try and come out and create more and try and impose themselves more in the opposition's half.
Well, I don't think Palmer will change their style, that's for sure. They will continue to attack. Benarivo. This is Melli. Now Brolin. Di Chiara. Support from Minotti. Whacked away by Sacchetti. But his father was Apolloni. Now Hullet taking the throw quickly. Flat. Jugovic. Sacchetti is being nurtured along the back by Bjerkevot. He's got his hands full himself this afternoon, Bjerkevot, with Asprilla. Another awesome strike by the Colombian, who took a little while to settle last season, but now, well, he's the rave of the Italian league. And I would think set to capture a headline or two in the World Cup finals as well with Colombia. Di Chiara with Zola. Palmer attempt to knock the ball around in their confident style. Apolloni. Now Crippa. Brolin. Here's Serena. Sampdoria. He thought had lost possession again, but in fact the free kick has been given for the foul on Dalinia, on Serena rather.
I think in the manner in which Palmer played the game, Pierre, is a credit to their manager, Scala. You know, he lines up there and you can look at it and say it's 5 at the back, but the way that the 2 fullbacks push on, it's a formation that you can look at and say it's 3 at the back. It is very attacking minded when you have players like Di Chiara and Benariva along with Zola and Asprilla and Melli up front, and here we have them here away from home, and they're the ones that are really imposing themselves and trying to win the game.
Mancini losing out on the air, but Right in the air, there was Lombardo, now Mancini. Lombardo continued his run, almost was tripped then by Benarivo. Lombardo with the cross, just too long for Hullet. But here's Platt now. Hullet still waiting in the middle. Brolin. And up comes Palmer. Swinging quickly forward, Di Chiara. Don't show too much of that one to Sacchetti. Well, Palmer's away form has certainly been suspect since they've come up. They've lost 22 of their 53 away games, only 16 goals in away games last season. And of course, they didn't have Asprilla in quite such devastating form. Until now, Lazio are a goal down, Paul Gascoigne's team. Mattioli with a penalty for Cagliari, the home side. Cagliari 1, Lazio 0. Baligna's header. This is Benarivo. Now Melli. Baligna. Hullet. Into the path of Serena. Now Mancini. Again probing for that deep position. Lombardo. Got plenty up here, Sampdoria. All breaks down though around Serena as the shot flies wide.
Yeah, that was a disappointing end to a sequence of smashing passing there, Peter. But a little bit disappointed, you know, with the movement, taking him from one end of the pitch right near to the box and finishing off with a slack. I think he tried to play a 1-2, but it was slack and they lost possession.
Now Grun. Parma, I would think, will be well satisfied with their afternoon's work so far. Forward by Minotti. Mancini linking here with Hullet. Lazio have now equalised, and it's Roberto Crivero who has scored for them. It's a penalty, so it's now Cagliari 1, Lazio 1. Not sure if Gazza's playing today. We'll find that out for you a little later on. Here's Grun. Palmer powering forward again. No way are they going to sit back today. And it's good to see. Di Chiara, who's a former winger. He was converted to the left-back role, attacking left-back role during his Fiorentina days, rather in the style of Terry Cooper, your old Leeds teammate, Joe.
Yeah, there are similarities there. Both are prepared to go forward with the ball, and they can also clip a good ball up to the front men and support them.
Benarivo supporting down the right flank now. They do enjoy getting their fullbacks forward, Palmer. Out by Minotti. Cripper withstanding the challenge of David Platt. As we near the end of the first half, Minotti. Cripper. Jugovic with a sturdy challenge. And won the free kick as Cripper got back at him. Free kick taken then by Jugovic. Up towards Hullet, but Apolloni was there. Now Serena. Sampdoria missing really the runs of Evani down this left flank. Brilliant. Skripper. Now that's Brackley. Terrific strength combined there, Brackley. They've worked very hard to build him up. Brackley in the last couple of seasons does look very strong now. Working hard on the physical side of his game. Brilliant. Early ball in search of Melli. And Pagliuca had to be on his mettle. I've seen, Joe, to be a lot of variety about Parma's attacking play.
Well, I was just going to come in on the other side there on Sampdoria, when you mentioned there about Evani. They've also got from the full-back position in Rossi. So really, from the left-hand side, with two players missing, it is a little bit of a handicap when you've got two players coming in. And I think you're right. I think they have lost a little bit of an advantage in balance there, but without the two players.
And Parma are certainly threatening to take full advantage. Injury there to Benarivo. Zola whipping over the cross, but too close to Pagliuca. Bullet underneath it. Out by Benotti. Interesting. Oh dear. It's a rather strange injury there, Joe.
I think he's just completely lost balance there. I don't know if it's his ankle or his knee, but as everyone's seen, there was no one near him. It's just his balance, and it looks as if he's got a sore one.
What a peculiar incident that was. See again here, he just lost his balance.
Yeah, I think it's his right ankle, Pete.
Yeah, went over on it.
He's very fortunate there was no one following up there, because that would have been a present, really.
So another blow then for Sampdoria. They have Bucchioni on the bench, so it could be a straight swap if Sacchetti can't carry on. Bucchioni, who earlier on was keeping Sacchetti out of the side. Now it's the other way round, but clearly he does have a problem. Italian under-21 international defender Sacchetti. And he and his fellow defenders at full stretch, coping with the menace of Asprilla. Melli, Brolin. Tough on the back for Sampdoria. And I don't think Sacchetti is going to take much further part unless they can find some miraculous cure there. Half-time approaching. Doesn't look good, Joe, does it?
No, I don't know what to understand. I think the physiotherapist there is asking for a stretcher, and Sacchetti is asking for a few minutes to see if he can recover and get back on. But with just a few minutes left before at the end of the half, I don't think they'll make an immediate substitution.
Here's Platt. Some readjustments in the closing minutes of the half for Sampdoria. Deligno pushing into the centre for the moment. Di Chiara tackling with Lombardo. Benarivo. Well, there's Salsano warming up as Asprilla chases. I don't think it'll be needed just yet, Salsano. Unless there's some other change. I'd be surprised if that's the switch they're going to make. Salsano is not a back four player. News of another goal. Napoli have taken the lead against Udinese. And as I speak, Brackley has equalised for Udinese. So it's Napoli 1, Udinese won. Altamari for Napoli. Well, there's Salsano coming on. This is Crippa. Well, they brought on Salsano for Sacchetti. Not quite sure what that switch will be then, Joe, looking round.
Well, I think they'll have to change the formation a little bit. And Salsano, I don't think he's taken up the position directly which Sacchetti has left.
Probably pushed him in at left back, I would think, with Dalinia in the centre.
I think Dalinia, he's played 1 or 2 games through his career in that position. But he hasn't played many games here, and the change here and giving that extra responsibility is going to be a tester for the young lad.
Brolin. Lazio now 2-1 down. Capioli with the second goal for Cagliari. This is Crippa for Parma. Deep into injury time at the end of the first half. Zola. Crippa. Mancini. Jugovic. Now Crippa. This is Benarivo. Well, there will be a lot of injury time, particularly with the stoppage involving Sacchetti. Lombardo. This is Jugovic. Now, what can Hullet conjure up here? Towards Serena. Away comes Brolin for Parma. And it's screwed away off Dalinia.
He's a very difficult and dangerous man in those situations when the balls are getting launched down the channels, because the pace he's got more than enough to give any of the players a clean pair of heels.
Zola with the corner, right at the end of the first 45 minutes, which has certainly been stretched deep into injury time. Only partially cleared. I think Jugovic even got a touch there. Now, Di Chiara. Out by Bjerkevart for Hullet to chase. Away for Apolloni. Again, we see there the power of Ruud Hullet. Lombardo. Asprilla. Has Di Chiara away to his left. Brolin. Parma continuing to dictate the pace of the game. And really, Joe, it's been that way since the opening minutes when Lombardo gave Sampdoria the lead.
Yes, I think you've got to assess it like that after Sampdoria took the lead. I think that gave the initiative to Parma, and they've taken it, and possession-wise, they've dictated the game. And they've created 1 or 2 chances. And more than merit their draw as it stands at the moment. But it hasn't changed their attitude. They're still going and looking, and they've come here for a win, and that attitude remains.
Minotti has Crippa in support. Minotti has continued his advancing run, but it's opened up now for Cripper. Sassano. Now there is the half-time whistle. Palmer will certainly trip off the happier side after the way they've come back from the early blow of conceding the goal. Lombardo with just a couple of minutes gone. Asprilla with the equaliser for Palmer. That's it at half-time. We'll be back after a short break from now.
There you are. It's the Astra airbag demo, JD. I'm afraid they haven't delivered a dummy.
What? What? How can I proceed without a dummy?
JD, QE. Sorry I'm late.
Not only do these Astra specials include sunroof, body-colored mirrors and tinted glass, they also boast a full-size driver's airbag. Observe.
Well done, Atkins. Well done. Atkins? Atkins!
Only kidding, JD.
The Astra Specials, California Diamond Cesaro Club.
The sun to rise, now Pat is on his way. It's Pat the Baker, first with freshness. Pat the Baker, so fresh it's famous. Bright and early every morning. Pat the Baker, Pat the Baker, so fresh it's famous.
Every time you turn on a light or turn the heating up at night, when you boil the kettle for tea or run a bath, you use energy. CO2 gas escapes into the air and makes a greenhouse way up there. Not all of the heat that builds up can get out, and that's what global warming is all about. When I'm Daddy's age or thereabouts, some places could suffer from storms and droughts. Sea might rise and animals die. We'd all be sad, but it'll be too late to cry.
For more information, call 0345 111122.
Done that. Did that. Been there.
Tried that.
Done it. Did it. Done it. Doing it tomorrow.
Whoa! Never did it.
New Pepsi Max. Maximum cola taste and no sugar.
Did it. Done it. Liked it. Loved it.
Live life to the max. New Pepsi Max.
Listen. Guinness.
New Colgate Total. Use twice a day even works when you're not brushing. New Colgate Total. The brushing that works between brushings.
Wait! Before you renew your car insurance, see if the AA can give you a better deal. Call free on 0800 444 777 for your free quote tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Luigi Ferrari Stadium in Genoa. What a great first half we've had here in the game between Sampdoria and Parma. 1-1 the score here, of course. Asprilla and Lombardo the scorers there. Time now, in fact, while the teams are off in the interval, to run through the rest of the half-time scores around Serie A. First of all, Cagliari 2-1 up over Lazio. Mattioli with a penalty and Capioli the scorers for Cagliari. Lazio, who are missing both Signori and Gascoigne, up with their one goal. Crivero on a penalty. Into 1-0 up against Piacenza. Bergkamp with another penalty there. Lecce 1-0 up in a surprise result over Juventus. Lecce, of course, the bottom team in Serie A right now. Napoli drawing 1-1 with Udinese. Altamari, the scorer for Napoli. Branca, the scorer for Udinese. Reggiana against Foggia, no score so far. Roma losing against Atalanta 1-0. Roma, of course, down in the relegation zone in Serie A at the moment. That won't be helped by Ganzi's 5th of the season so far. He's currently Serie A's top scorer. Sampdoria 1-1, as we said, is the score so far here, and no score so far from Torino against Genoa. Cremonese Milan will be playing tonight. That's it from the half-time scores. Now for our new competition, Goal of the Month.
Yes, competition time. Your chance to win an Alitalia Italia tour trip to a top Serie A game. Look at these goals, then tell us just your top choice. The writer of the first card picked out next Friday, whose selection matches Paul Gascoigne's, will win an all-expenses-paid weekend for two to Italy later in the season. Remember, we just want your top choice from those we've just seen. When you've decided, drop us a postcard. The address? Goal of the Month, Football Italia, P.O. Box 1881, London W10 6ZP. That's Goal of the Month, Football Italia, P.O. Box 1881, London W10 6ZP. Remember, entries close next Friday. Good luck.
The new Peugeot 306 drives the imagination. Test drive, free call 0500 306 306 now.
Direct from the USA, Miller, as real as it gets.
Imperial Leather's range of shower gels, a little luxury in the privacy of your own home. Isn't that right, Mr. Trutter? Where's he gone?
Golden Cow Easy Spread, the great taste you've come to expect from Golden Cow.
It's the lemon and lime that gives
Sprite its bite.
Elements, the best of Mike Oldfield. 20 years of musical innovation. Featuring Tubular Bells, music from the Killing Fields, and Sentinel. Elements, the best of Mike Oldfield.
Daft. Just before we moved, the television license ran out. Then there was all the unpacking and the decorating and, oh, it just got overlooked. Anyway, how could they know this new address? It was always on my mind to get one. But then they caught us and that was it. Fine. Daft.
Bank Dual Account. Instant access to your cash any time of day, any time of night.
Dual Account from Ulster Bank.
Second half just underway then in the Luigi Ferrara Stadium. Free kick right at the start of the second 45 minutes in favour of Parma as Cripper goes down. Certainly for my money one of the stars of the first half, Cripper, the former Napoli player. The teams actually came out earlier than we anticipated. Perhaps they wanted to get on with it. Parma starting the second half in the same attacking vein that they ended the first one on. Zola taking the free kick. It was Belly with a header. But it's a goal kick to Sampdoria. And we were just wondering during the half-time there, Joe Jordan, about Sampdoria's tactics, and maybe it might have been a different story if they hadn't scored so early on.
Yes, I think so. The goal came very early for them. I don't think it would have made any difference to the way Parma played, because I think they've demonstrated their policy here is to try and win the game. But once Sampdoria got the goal, they just seemed to sit back and let the initiative go. I think if the goalie went the other way about, I think we would have seen Sampdoria trying to express himself more in the opposition's half. But I think on reflection of the first half, I would say that more of the highlights came from Parma than they did from Sampdoria. They contributed in an attacking sense more than the home team.
Jugovic is the player down injured. Sampdoria can ill afford to lose him. A real quality player in their side. But certainly they found Parma so far a real handful. Asprilia's equaliser was fully deserved, and they might have had further goals too. Well, Jugovic seems to be okay after his collision with George Gruen, the Belgian defender. And it'll be a free kick then to Sampdoria. Rather home side, despite Parma's domination. Salsano, the substitute, wearing 15. had a spell with Parma a few seasons back. Really just a French player now with Sampdoria. Whipped over then by Mancini, just too long for Lombardo. Pucci, though, having to keep a careful eye on it. The goalkeeper of Parma. Mancini, who's the most successful striker in terms of goals, currently playing in Serie A. 96 goals in his career. 2 more than Baggio, and also ahead of Vialli and, of course, Van Basten. Well, I'm sure would have scored far more had he played more often. Hope to see Van Basten back fairly soon for Milan. Benarivo. Caught then by Salsano. His process, though, appeared to be in vain. What you made of that one, Joe?
Well, I think he made the most of it, but I think his persistence in actually going for the ball. I mean, he's supposed to be a full-back there, and he was prepared to make the run, to make something of it.
Zola with the corner. Bullet was back helping out his defenders. Brolin bravely heading on, and Pagliuca with the save. Both sides have been at pains to play down their Scudetto prospects. Indeed, the owner of Parma, Callisto Tanzi, has said he'll fine anybody who dreams of winning the Scudetto. That's not to say they don't think they're capable of it. Just feels that any kind of talk in that direction is premature. Mancini. Key figure, of course, in Sampdoria's title-winning side of 2 years ago. An astonishing combination up front with Vialli. Oh, no joy then for David Platt, who's rather fitted in and out of the game, Joe.
Yeah, he's had a quiet first half, but just when you say that, he's going to pop up. He's one of these players, and when he's not much in the game, he pops up and he demonstrates his ability to get goals, as he has done both for England and for his club team here.
Salsano, who slotted in down this left-hand side, with Sacchetti having gone off. Daligno moving into the centre. Salsano now, experienced player, and a clever one too. Away comes Kripa. Good anticipation by Manini. And oh, 1, 2, maybe 3 players there caught offside as Parma defenders pushed up. Kick taken by Minotti. Zola. Benarivo with the pass, Asprilla and Melli. And the confidence then to strike for goal, Melli. He's been the top scorer in Parma's side for the last 3 seasons now. Still coveted by the bigger clubs, so in fairness to Parma, they will now consider themselves among those bigger clubs. And they feel no need to sell him on. Lombardo with the throw. Up by Apollini. Jugovic. Now Belli with the pass. Even Asprilla won't reach that one though before Viercovon. The man Diego Maradona once nicknamed the Incredible Hulk. This is Salsano. A somewhat slighter frame than Viercovon. Certainly more delicate player. Serena to Jugovic. Tugging the strings for Sampdoria. Again, Parma defending well. And Manini ahead of Asprilla, who stayed down then. Zola was told by Diego Maradona, you have chosen the right club in going to Parma. This is Di Chiara. Sliding tackle by Lombardo was a fair one. In the eyes of the referee, anyway. Manini. This is Daligno. Crowd becoming a little impatient now with Sampdoria's efforts to mount a worthwhile attack. Bullets pass to Serena. Sassano. This is Jugovic. Lombardo. Up towards Mancini. Nothing on though for him. Now comes Crippa. Di Chiara. Under pressure from Mancini and Jugovic. And I think the cheer we heard a few moments ago may well have been for the news that Genoa have got a goal down to Torino. Genoa, of course, who share this stadium with Sampdoria. Salenzi with the goal for Torino. Mancini was a pretty volatile character. And there have been rumours that he's not been getting on too well with Ruhullit. Rumours, I should say, that have been dispelled by Mancini himself, who said it was his idea to bring Hullit to Sampdoria, and he persuaded the president to push for the transfer. And what a snip that promises to be. Ruud Hullit for around £1 million. Zola's touch off. Nobody forward though for Sampdoria.
I can sense, Peter, the crowd are getting a little bit impatient and frustrated with Sampdoria. Once or twice in the last couple of minutes, they've been just hitting hopeful balls forward, really, and giving possession away.
Belly to Brolin. This kick really by Benarivo, only found Mancini. Jugovic up towards Platt. Now then for Hullit. A shooting chance. Oh, deflected. Oh, what a save. My word, he had to be alert then, Bucci. How did he get back? It spun towards the goal, and somehow he managed to tip it over the bar.
That took a wicked deflection, and he's shown great agility there. Tremendous agility. I think he's got himself injured for his troubles as well. And so is the Parma player there. I think he doesn't want to get hit with the ball. I think it's Grun.
Well, it was an incredible stop by the goalkeeper, and what relief for Scala, the coach. As Hullit's shot seemed certain to cross the line, but somehow Bucci just scrambled it over the bar. Mancini and Bjerkeveld, and Hullit at the far post. Another let off then for Parma. Some questions being asked among the defenders. So Hullit escaped the marking at the far post.
There's a lack of concentration. It's a great ball whipped in with Mancini and it's flicked on. And David Platt just misses by a whisker.
Oh, that's more like it from Sampdoria. And Bucci, who didn't really have too much to do in the first half, looks like being more occupied now. Platt. Bucci, the goalkeeper of Parma, who's taken over the #1 jersey from Ballotta. Now Belli hoping to pose a problem or two at the other end. Zola had gone down. Quickly closed down by Bjerkeveld. Di Chiara. Parma's turn to attack now. Asprilla. Foul by Manini, who's sticking so tightly to him. And the referee says too tightly.
Yeah, he's a tricky cluster, Asprilla. The defenders tried to get in front of him and he's just turned him and he's away. And he's just taking the legs from him. But it puts Parma in a very, very dangerous position in front of goals.
He's clipped his heel there, Manini, no question about that. Asprilla, who's the only player who's actually gone on record to say, I think we can win the Scudetto. His colleagues are remaining far more cautious. anxious-looking figure there, Paliuca, who made a wonder stop from Asprilla in the first half, but couldn't keep out the equaliser. Might be Zola, though, here. 3 goals himself this season. There is Asprilla. And it wasn't a kind deflection for him, but there's a yellow card there for Vierkebot. Coaching, I would think.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think the referee is 100% correct here. Not only Verwood, I think Verwood was one of the unlucky ones. I think there was 2 or 3 in the wall had encroached a good 3 or 4 yards. A yellow card could have gone more than one.
Yes, he was well forward then, Vierkebot. Wasn't him the ball struck. I think that was Serena. So, Asprilla maybe, Zola perhaps, can try again. This time it's Zola! Well, he learnt his trade under the master of the set piece, Diego Maradona. And there are similarities in their style. Maybe Maradona a much more belligerent and stronger character. But he's got some good touches, Zola, hasn't he?
Yes, he's been involved. He's, as you said, when he was at Napoli there, he was an understudy, and then he came and he took the position that Maradona left. He's a player that can contribute to a game with those deft touches and quality passes that he can put through.
Way by Minotti for Asprilla to chase. Manini and Paliuca just out in the nick of time. My word, he's quick, Asprilla. Covered the ground so quickly there. Then Arrivo up towards Melli and Asprilla. And Di Chiara joining the attack. Zola, no, Manini able to hook it clear. It's now Roma 1, Atalanta 1. Gats for Atalanta just before half-time. Abel Balbo has equalised for Roma in the second half. 1-1 here in the Luigi Ferrara Stadium in Genoa. Crippa. Lombardo scored right back in the second minute of the game. But since then, the attacking initiative really has been taken up by Palmer. Jugovic, Hullet with the cross. Mancini in there lurking, to no avail. Salsano, and by Minotti. Lombardo. Melli working hard to shut down his path to goal. Who helped Reggiana to promotion last season, the Serie B champions. And he's been out on loan to a number of clubs. But clearly is rated highly by Scala, who's put him in as the #1 keeper this term. Didn't go down too well with Bellotta, though, I can tell you. He's asked for a move. Forward by Grun. Asprilla. There was Platt, though. Now Jugovic. This is Mancini, urged on by the Sampdoria fans. He's an idol here. Still Mancini. Pull it away to his left. Salsano. And the header plucked out of the air by Bucci. Pull it now. Waiting down the left, he's got Mancini in the middle. Lombardo arriving too, out by Minotti. Sampdoria raising their game a notch or two. well claimed by Bucci. A bit more zest though about Sampdoria, Joe.
Yes, I think every time it hasn't been often enough for my liking, I'm sure for the viewers. Every time that Gullit gets on the ball, there is an excitement as if there's something's going to be created. He received the ball out there in the wing there with the sun in his eyes, and his first touch was so good that he was able to set it up and have the ball delivered into the box straight away. I would like to see him to be more involved.
That's Jugovic getting involved with Zola, who's won the free kick, or has he? Yes, it's given in favour of Palmer. Zola's kick, Paluca punching it clear, Di Chiara. Lombardo bravely out, this is Asprilla, there's no flag, Di Chiara. And the presence of Jokovic was enough to deter him.
I think when the ball was cleared there, I think Sampdoria defender was a little bit slow in coming out, and it allowed Asprilla to give that little nudge over his head to create a chance, half a chance for Di Chiara. I'm sure the goalkeeper will want his defenders out, as they have done earlier on in the game, to be clearing that 18-yard box a lot quicker than they did in that example there.
Paluca's goal kick then for Sampdoria. Wasn't a good one. Asprilla trying to outpace Jokovic. He was snapping back at it tigerishly. Delinia to Platt. Now can he shake off Crippa? Well, maybe, but he's got the free kick anyway. Platt again. Really enjoying life now in Genoa, David Platt. Moves into his new house fairly soon. And all is sweetness for him at the moment. Certainly seemed a lot happier than his days with Juventus, when he felt so restricted by the role they gave him. Lombardo. Half-hearted appeals for a penalty, not really for the players, more for the crowd. Half a smile even from Lombardo.
I think Palmer nearly got caught there for a little back of concentration there when Gullit took the ball. First touch and set Lombardo up, and he nearly paid dearly for it. But in the end, I thought it was a good tackle.
Well, I think they are still protesting. I didn't think they were going to, but it didn't look like a penalty to me. And if you as a striker didn't think it was, Joe, then...
no, I didn't think so. I think it was good anticipation there by Minotti. I think he did well. He was one of the few players in the defence at that particular moment that was paying attention and had his mind on the game.
Di Chiara wasn't a back crossing either. Jugovic having to clear.
No, that was a fantastic crossing. Right to the byline, and very inviting for any forward coming in there. Just round about the 6-yard box.
Referee looking totally unruffled by it all. Zola. Benarivo. Wasn't a very effective clearance. Not the initial one anyway. Platz was better. Now Hullet. Oh, releasing Mancini. Good vision shown by Hullet. But have they forced him wide sufficiently? Well, Apolloni, I'm not sure what he was claiming there. It was clearly a corner.
Apolloni did exceptionally well there against a player of Mancini's ability there. He wasn't about to dive in. He showed him into an area which was less dangerous than the one that Mancini wanted to go to, and so that his defenders could come back and mark up.
Has actually given the free kick, look.
Yeah, I can understand it.
No. So here is Mancini now then, with a chance to open something up for Sampdoria. David Platz in the middle. Too long for everybody. Sassano. Well, charged down by Melli. Asprilla's gone sprinting through the middle. Benarivo to Melli's right here. This is Brolin. Crippa. Asking too much, though, of Di Chiara. Lombardo's quick throw. Goes Mancini. Good covering, though, by Apollone. And good defending by the goalkeeper, too. That's a dummy there.
I sent me there as well.
Crippa. There's Brolin with the pass. Asprilla. Free kick to Sampdoria. Fiacovon was fouled. You don't mess with him. Pull it. Still Hullet, no. Couldn't get away from Brolin. Pumped out by Crippa. Here's Sassano. Oh, Asprilla. Might be a break on here if it can get away from Jugovic.
One good aspect of the game, Pierre, is that I've noticed that both teams, when there has been a free kick, these players are prepared to get up as quick as they can and take the quick free kicks and get the game flowing. I think that has been one very big improvement in the Italian game over recent years, and it's been demonstrated to the full today.
Crippa. Minotti. And the shooting chance opened up for him. No real venom, though, on the shot. Crippa. 20 minutes to go. Sampdoria 1, Parma 1. This is Melli. Asprilla making the run over on that far side. Fiacovon, the header out. Nudged on by Serena to Sassano. Oh, a slip then, Melli. Fiacovon. A rare mistake by him. Asprilla. There's danger for Sampdoria now. Fiacovon just got a foot in, though, as those Sampdoria defenders surrounded Asprilla. They're so conscious of the threat he poses. It's a throw, which Benarivo will take. Lombardo under pressure from Melli, and it was handled then by the Parma striker Melli. He's looked busy, Joe, hasn't he, Melli?
Yes, you know, from the start we said that Melli was brought on, or kept in, let's say, and it gave us one player away from home. And I think he's merited that selection. The manager came here, Scala, with a positive formation.
Minotti tangling with Mancini.
Yes, a positive formation with Melli playing up there with Asprilla, and I think he's demonstrated it was a wise decision to make. He is a player, as you said, that has been the leading goal scorer in recent years, but also his work rate. I mean, I've seen him once or twice going back there and retrieving situations.
Asprilla. Brolin beating Crippa. Now Grun and Zola. Di Chiara. This is Zola. Brolin, who's been relatively quiet in this game for Parma. It's really the number 9 here, Crippa and Zola, who've dictated the play for Parma. Grun. They do play with a lot of confidence, Parma. But it breaks down this time, and here's Hullet. The man, the coach of Sampdoria, Sven-Goran Eriksson, feels he's such a good player, he can play anywhere, even in goal. That's how highly he rates him. Only time will tell whether Milan have let him go too soon, Ruud Hullet. Here he is again on the ball now. Looks so fresh, Ruud Hullet, after all his injury problems of recent seasons. Dalinia to Lombardo. Mancini was shaping up for the header there. Benarivo. Crippa to to Zola. Benarivo. Sampdoria content to sit back now and invite Parma to come at them. Menotti. Teams in second and third places, remember, in Serie A, both on 8 points. One behind Milan, the leaders, who play tonight away to Cremonese. Salsano to Mancini. Referee's given the foul. Mancini incensed by the tackle, I think from Apolloni, and it's a yellow card. Grun, was it? Yeah, George Grun, the Belgian. Certainly late.
Here's the thing, it was late, Peter. I also think that Mancini had lost the ball, so it's an unfortunate booking for him.
Mancini with a cross. Serena. Well, he was tripped then by Di Chiara. I'm not sure that was intentional, but it was certainly a trip. Rather ran into the Parma defender there, Serena, who does a good solid job for Sampdoria whenever he comes into the side. Serena, he in fact featured in every game last season, although there were quite a few when he came on as a sub. 15 minutes to go. Sampdoria 1, Parma 1, and it's Mancini lining up the free kick. Flat and Lombardo in the penalty box. It took a little nick then, and it comes Lombardo and couldn't apply the finishing touch. Oh, an escape then for Parma.
I think they've been let off the hook with that one, yeah.
Certainly deflection on the way, and Lombardo arriving at the far post, so nearly steered it in. Here's Hullet. Plenty of power, but no accuracy on the header. But again, they're underlining how strong he is in the air, Ruud Hullet. Having said that, there aren't too many weaknesses to his game, are there?
No, I think if you look at him, for a player of his size, he says he's good in the air. But the delicate touch he has, I think, demonstrates his all-round ability. You know, he's been a great player for 5-6 years at Milan. Also for his country in Holland. He's come here and straight away he's capped the imagination, the hearts of the Sampdoria public.
Aspiglia chasing with Dalinia. And the young Sampdoria defender is clattered there by Aspiglia, the Colombian. It's a pretty rugged defender, Dalinia. New name in the Sampdoria side, with injuries to the likes of Rossi and Ivani. They've had to make changes today, and of course they've also lost Sacchetti, who had to go off injured. Benarivo. Surely handled then by Salsano. But for the moment the referee hadn't spotted it.
No, regarding the referee there, I think that's a decision that they can sum up his game. He's trying to let the game flow today, and I think he did know it was handball, but he was waiting to see who gained advantage from it. And in the end, Sampdoria, they gained advantage, so he stopped it and gave possession to Parma. It was a good decision.
Brolin. Linking with Zola. Brolin again. Out by Bjerkevod. Here's Brolin. Now Kripa. Brolin with the cross, a deep one towards Aspiglia. Well, suddenly that path to goal appeared in front of him, and it's the kind of chance that he so often tucks away.
Well, this week he's put them all away, Peter, and in that one he'll be very disappointed. I mean, the close control he does with his chest, he sets him up in a fabulous opportunity to put his team into a lead, and that came from a good bit of possession from Parma to was disappointed in the finish.
Italia, who lost the ball in the flight, and Asprilla, who failed to convert the chance. Juventus have now equalised away to Lecce, and surprise, surprise, Roberto Baggio with a goal for Juve, and this from the penalty spot. Lecce 1, Juventus 1. Berlin, Benarivo. Now Platt. This is Mancini. Lombardo's gone off on a forward run, and Hullet as well. Well, he was at full stretch then, Raul Hullet. Superb run, which took it past defenders and almost into the flight of the ball. Great run, that, Joe.
It was a magnificent run and terrific vision and execution of the pass. Very unfortunate. He was at a full stretch.
Now Platt, who's been doing his best to discourage Ruud Gullit from making a comeback for the Dutch team, at least until after the England game. So David hasn't been talking about it too much. He says, I don't want to encourage him, and I certainly don't want him getting all nostalgic about playing for Holland again. It'd be a great relief, Joe, in the England camp that Gullit isn't going to be there.
Well, as we've seen today, I think we've seen him in games where his involvement has been more pronounced, but when he has been involved in the game.
Mancini. Twisting and turning still, Mancini, Di Cara with the block, and Apolloni out. Now the break could be on here for Parma. Melli. Delineo with the tackle.
Yes, as I was saying there about Gullit, he's demonstrated not only is a player of quality and ability, he's also a leader. You know, he's someone that the players round about get a response from. We've noticed here in the Sampdoria, but also in his country, you know, players that he had at Milan and in Van Basten and Rijkaard. Those type of players are leaders. Those type of players that other young players look to and they get inspiration from. And if he doesn't play for Holland against England, it would be a tremendous boost for the English camp.
Di Chiara back on his feet. And Parma back on the attack. Apolloni. What have you made of Parma defensively, Joe, looking at this three-pronged central defensive formation that they have?
Well, I think I seen it. I went and watched them last year at Wembley when they won the European Cup Winners' Cup, and it's the same formation, only additions are when they brought in Zola. And for me, with the two players that we've mentioned, Di Chiara and Benarivo, when you've got two players of that quality are going to push on, it works a treat. But another aspect of the game that has impressed me with Parma is their short pass, and they very rarely give the ball away and they wait to the opportunity to try and set it up for Asprilla.
Di Chiara, Asprilla has made the run for him. Manini trying to cover. Now, can Asprilla get a cross in here? It's a Parma throw. Came off Lombardo in the end. That's the decision of linesman and referee anyway. Now, Brolin. Benarivo has to fetch it. Minotti. He's looked pretty sound at the back, Minotti. Both he and Apolloni have been on the verge of the Italian national team for some time now. And of course, Parma's progress can only enhance their prospects of international recognition.
As regards Minotti, I think his international career has been held due to Franco Baresi. You know, he has a player that has been in the squad, but he's never had the opportunity due to the consistency of Franco Baresi.
Now, is that out of play? Yes, the linesman flagging. Well, it's been a pretty exhausting game for both teams in the heat of Genoa and the heat of the battle too. Delinia. Lombardo. Of Di Chiara, and it's a corner. Lombardo will leave it for Mancini, I'm sure, to take. That bullet header from Lombardo that gave Sampdoria the lead. They'll be hoping to repeat that now. Shot to back through by Salsano. Wasn't a good one, though. Way off target. Doesn't score all that often, Salsano, and I think we saw why there. This is Zola now. Crippa with a nudge by Maligno. Lombardo. Referee says play on. He has Salsano wide of him. Mancini just hanging back. This is Mancini now. Jugovic. Bullet. Lombardo coming in. Pat rather coming in. Lombardo was looking just outside the box. Salsano now. Well, nothing on for Mancini, but maybe for Jugovic. Salsano. Bullet. There again, his strength in the air. So dangerous on crosses, Rudhulit. 7 goals for Milan last season in only around 15 starts as well, and many of those were vital ones. 1 or 2 in the air too, I can recall. Di Chiara with a problem again. Foul by Lombardo. Eriksson contemplating another change then.
Yes, I think getting into the last 5 minutes, Peter, you know, and both teams put so much into the game, and as they're placed in the Serie A division, naturally neither manager will want their team to lose what they have. They've both got a point, and as I said, with the effort and the play that they've put in, they don't want to lose that point.
So Bertarelli coming on to replace Lombardo. Bertarelli, who's really the reserve striker at Sampdoria, although they don't often play with an outright striker. This fellow is one. Has to settle mainly then for a substitute's role with Samp. But they decided to hang on to him rather than Renato Busso, who joined Napoli. Crippa, the former Napoli player. Time for Manini. Di Chiara. Well, the Sampdoria players, like those of Parma, have been saying it's too early yet to talk about the Scudetto. Our objective, they say, remains the Italian Cup and UEFA Cup place. I wonder, Joe, what you think about those ambitions and whether that's about right at this stage.
Well, I think you've got to look at the progress they've made over the last 3 years. You know, it's been improvement after improvement. In the Coppa Italia and then the European Cup Winners' Cup last year. When the money they've made from now, they've done the best thing. They've made improvements. They've invested it properly. Yes, I think they must be looking at trying to touch us against Scudetto anyway. I think that they've got to make a challenge and a strong challenge for it.
Bullet. Now Jugovic runs straight into Brolin. Now Parma can sweep forward. Asprilla. Zola. It's Crippa. Sampdoria, though, quickly channeling defenders back. Di Chiara. Bertarelli on the break for Sampdoria. Up towards Mancini. Now Bertarelli. the freshest man on the park. Mancini's pulled into the middle for him. Salsano. Brackley again. Long-legged, rangy striker. Salsano. Lombardo, Platt rather. Platt with a shot. Well, he wasn't far away, and I think it's gone away for the corner anyway.
Right, that sums up David. You know, as a player, he's had a relatively quiet afternoon, but you can't ignore him, and you would ignore him to your peril. That wasn't far away, as you said, Peter.
And he won't thank me for confusing him with Lombardo, will he?
No, I think he's got a few more years to go before he loses the hair to the quantity that he has.
Mancini whipping over the corner. In by Jugovic. Hullet, no, flags up. And encouraging too, Joe, that David Platt seems to be settling so well in Genoa, and the attitude seems to be right, doesn't it?
Yes, I think so. I think what's important for him is the fact that he's getting a regular game. I think last season was so frustrating for him when he was coming in and doing well, but with the foreigners rule there, he was getting left out. I think it's important for a player to feel part of it, and I think since he's come here and he's settled in, not only on the field but off the field as well, as you said, he's just moving into a house. So I think it's a boost not only for Sampdoria but for England too.
It's good work by Brolin. Brackley kept going. Salsano now, and Sampdoria push for the winner. Substitution. Valeri on for Di Chiara. Valeri, who's just had a couple of games as a substitute this season, and he's a right fullback really rather than left, so there may be some readjusting for Parma to do in the dying seconds. Di Chiara injured a few minutes ago. He's got a couple of whacks in this second half. Scala now hoping his team can hang on into injury time, and it's Salsano with the throw. Jugovic. Run. Another time-looking pass from Melli, picked up by Manini. Now Hullet drilling it on. Mancini. Did well to get his cross in there, but the referee's blown the whistle. I think he's penalised Valeri. Mancini maybe felt there the advantage should have been allowed. I think that's what they're on about, Joe, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't quite understand that to begin with. I thought first of all he was going to give it against Mancini, but he's given it in his favour. But as the ball went in there, and it was such a quality ball that I let the game flow.
So, a free kick then to Sampdoria. Mancini and Salsano are organising it. This is Mancini, and Hullet couldn't quite make contact. Well policed then by Valeri, who's only just come on, remember. Well, it'll just be like Hullet or David Platt to sneak a winner now. Bertorelli this time taking the corner. Mancini stayed in the middle. Tame corner though. And that's it. The final whistle. And you've probably got a sight there. One or two of the Parma players hugging each other, and they will see this as a well-earned point. Although in fairness to them, looking back over the whole game, Joe, maybe it's a game they could just as easily have won.
Yes, especially in the first half. I thought they were the most positive team. They've come here, their attitude has been to try and win the game. They've come against one of their main rivals for the championship, and they've conducted themselves. Oh, I thought they had a tremendous game, especially in the first half. They've conducted themselves in such a manner, I don't think they need to fear anyone. I think the new acquisitions have settled in well, people like Zola, and I think